cannot believe I'm making my fifth episode of whatever because there's no series. This is just me coming and taking space over here. So today I have made some notes which I want to very specifically share because these are very important. Okay, these are 10 things every woman should know in her lifetime. Okay, I repeat 10 things every woman should be aware of in her lifetime. Okay, you ready? Let's go. The art of taking space. In every room that you sit in, it doesn't matter if you have 10 people, 4 people, 2 people. The fact that you don't need to communicate every single time that I need space. No, you can take space in your own freaking ways. You don't need to match anyone's energy. You don't need to constantly, walk out of the room. You don't need to constantly look for places where you can be in solitude. No, learn how to be a part of the space while everybody else is being themselves, and you don't need to match their energy levels. You can be quiet for a while without even explore kind of over explaining yourself. And if somebody constantly pokes you like, oh, why are you so quiet, just be like, I'm just being myself, and it has got nothing to do with you. Learn how to be your own person even while sitting with 10 to 20 people. Okay, yeah, whatever resonates with you. Then we have how to talk to lawyers and police. This is a very second super important life skill that you need to have if you are a woman in this particular lifetime. And I'm so sorry if nobody taught you this, because nobody taught me while I was growing up. Nobody in my family taught me how to talk to lawyers, how to talk to the police, how to experience any of this, because they didn't have to really go through it. So for me, it became like a really groundbreaking experience. I had to learn through so many mistakes. Like half of my savings literally went this year talking to lawyers. And I assure you, the whole foundation of these professions is based on exploitation and manipulation. So please do not trust them that they will take care of your well being, because none of them are actually supposed to really take care of your well being. It's like a vicious cycle of just a failed legal system to the exploitive and manipulative lawyers and police people. All of them, they are not there for your well-being, period. So please learn how to talk to them, negotiate with them. Do not believe everything that they say. Learn to read between the lines. Learn to always like cross-check. Do not trust any single word they say. Okay. Always learn how to verbalize whatever you need to communicate in the most assertive tone and manner. And of course, in some places where you need to act dumb, please act dumb. Okay. Yeah, very important. Next, financial literacy. Oh my god, can't like focus on this enough, because I have seen women making so many mistakes initially when they don't know how to really kind of invest. Then they see everybody else around them talking about investment, and just to fit in, they start to just put their money in the most random places without consulting anybody. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. You don't need to be cool. You can start with even the most traditional ways of just like buying a gold coin and keeping with yourself, or even the most traditional ways of investing are very much acceptable. Just don't jump the gun. Educate yourself first. Like educate yourself about SIPs, educate about trading. And it's a process. Okay, you can't miss this. You can just instantly like get into trading like without even knowing like what you're really kind of signing up for. And if you're okay with like constantly making mistakes and losing money, great, good for you. Like, but if you have limited amount of money, then shouldn't you be a little bit more careful and choose the safest options possible? Because like, why not? Like, yeah, okay. So please ask people about how they're investing, and then do your own research. Like, don't just be like, oh, this person is doing this way. Then you don't know their risk taking capacity. So you better know yours, because it entirely depends on how much you are willing to risk. Yeah. Um, yeah, financial ignorance is very expensive, by the way. So please. Next, the fourth important point. Are you with me on this? You better be with me on this, because again, learned the hard way. Okay. Your body awareness. You need to get your blood tests done. Blood tests done very often. Okay, half of your brain is not working because you have vitamin D and magnesium deficiency. Girl, really, like half of your brain is not working because you have vitamin D and magnesium deficiency and the omegas. So please start taking supplements. Please start like checking up with your iron, you know, in your blood, in your body. All these things are extremely important. Don't just try to get fooled with the idea that, oh, I'll just turn vegan suddenly and my body will catch up with it. Hell no. Female bodies are not designed for veganism, not entirely all of them, because we are mammals at the end of the day, and we need a lot of bone broth, we need a lot of ghee, we need a lot of, in fact, other minerals as well for the uterus development, for the nervous system, for the bones. Otherwise, you'll get arthritis very soon. Like, I'm just letting you know this. So don't just try to follow the crowd which is selling you particular ways of nutrition. Every woman's body is different. I was literally talking about this yesterday with my friend that भाई इस महीने मैंने इतनी भगचोदी करी है. Like, I ate any shit because I was traveling all the time. I had so much of caffeine, I drank so much, I smoked so much, and I was literally dreading that मेरे periods इस बार कितने painful होंगे, कितने painful होंगे. It's my second day today. I have no sense of feeling that I'm on my periods. And it's so weird because I think I'll never be able to understand a woman's body, but like in its entirety, because it's so complex. And usually when I'm eating so healthy, I get so much pain during my periods. I'm like, ये क्या है ये क्या है? So should I just keep traveling and my body will literally have painless periods? Like, that's true actually. I think sometimes it's also about internal happiness, like whatever gives your body internal happiness. Traveling gives me a lot of internal happiness, and being around the ocean. So I think that fixes my body entire, like, fully. So yeah, to each their own, that's what I'm saying. But do not forget to get your tests done, please. You should keep taking vitamin D, B12, magnesium, omegas. These are non-negotiables, okay? um, it's so easy for me to identify when somebody is describing कि मुझे ये हो रहा है. I'm like, you're not taking a vitamin D. Yeah, you're not. They're like, yeah. I'm like, bitch, please go pop a fucking pill or drink that vitamin D, whatever you take, just do it. Next, fifth, which is actually following up with the previous one, strength training. If you're also one of those women, which I was, by the way, who rejected the idea of going to the gym just because I thought it's not my type, yeah, I was fooling myself. I was fooling myself. Absolutely, just a mindset block. Super dumb. Um, should never do this again. Honestly, every woman from the age to 12 to 30 to 60 needs to go to the gym, and do strength training. Otherwise, you'll regret it like most of your life. You will not even explore the potential that your muscles have, to be honest. And that's so sad because only when I started doing strength training, I realized, shit, my body is fucking strong. And so many things that can be done after strength training, which you couldn't do before, like even in your day to day life, even in bed, even in so many things just change just because you're doing strength training, okay? Your confidence level just shoots up like crazy. So if you're not doing strength training, you're missing on a lot. No matter what you now justified with that you're not a gym girly. Honestly, even I wasn't. Then I finally realized that, okay, it was all bullshit that I was selling myself. So please, and you won't look bulky, you won't look like a man. None of that shit happens if you go to a gym. So please find good trainers. Very important. Find good trainers who train you holistically, who know small muscles to target. You should show them what body type you want to achieve. They will help you out with it. And please, अगर कोई बोले कि protein powder मत लो and all of that, प्रोटीन पाउडर लेना होता है, उससे आप मर नहीं जाओगे. आप प्लांट बेस्ड ले लो, आप अंडे खा लो, आप जो भी और चीज़ें ले रहे हो ले लो, बट प्लांट like base protein powder that I'm taking, I need it like at least once or twice a day, even on days when I'm not working out. Even on days when you're not working out, you need to have that protein. Please, please. Yeah. Gym should become your temple, like literally. Yeah. Next one, know your color palette. Oh, this is point 6, by the way. Know your color palette, style, personal aesthetic. This is something I say every woman again should be aware of. By the way, I know it's such a privileged thing to say. I know. Every woman should also be aware of her privileges. That's also something. And act accordingly and not dismiss the acceptance of it and the absence of it in her environment with other women as well, by the way. No denial, no negligence, that way, okay? Be very aware of, let's go back to the same point, color palette, style. Your wardrobe is an extension of yourself, okay? The more scattered you are going to be when it comes to your wardrobe, trying to just keep everything of this and that, of this and that, it's all going to be clumsy, and you're not going to make a statement when you walk into a room, okay, if at all you're trying to make one. So even if you want to live the most sober life, make sure that your wardrobe is an extension of that. So know what color flatters you, don't copy everybody else, find what really reflects you, okay? Your hair again is your best accessory. Like for me, it's my tattoos as well. But yeah, hair, sometimes even keeping it, I have experimented with my hair enough. Like I tried all hair colors, um, or keeping short, bob and pixie and long and everything. Now I'm just back to the most basic stuff. So, based on your own, again, phases of life, yes, experiment, but only to some extent, I would say. And then we just go back to basic stuff. That is the way you maintain the health of your body and hair, by the way. So, the more traditional, the better. I mean, that's what I personally believe in, to be honest. So, you'll realize that sooner or later. Please don't stop visiting salons for your weekly or monthly blow dry and manicure, pedicure. It's a must. It's a freaking must. Okay. It kind of also adds on to a lot of like relaxation, like when you get your blow dried and whatever person is doing your hair just gives you a really nice massage. Oh my god, I need one right now. Oh, fuck. Okay. And in addition to this point, then as point number 7, I'm also going to say that know also your sensory palette. Okay, what kind of art and artists you like, what kind of music, what kind of fragrances, drinks. Don't just go and sit like a dumbo in a beautiful bar or a restaurant where somebody's asking you what you want to drink. Know your palate. Like, don't just be like, ah, yeah, whatever you're having. No, 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 no. Babe, be educated when it comes to these things. Have a nice classic Negroni or a Picante or a nice even mimosa or a Bellini. Like, depends on what kind of person you are or how you're feeling in that moment. Even if you don't drink, like even a good mocktail, like with a nice tinge of jalapeno or some fruity, thing would, yeah, understand. Do some research. Do some, even if you're not a person who loves driving cars, do some research, educate yourself about cars, at least have one good car in your mindset that, oh, I love this kind of a car, or one good sports or athletic activity you need to kind of involve yourself into. Become nerdy about stuff, okay? And you don't even have to boast about it when you're meeting men, because half the time it's best that you act dumb, because most of the time honestly you would end up knowing better than them. Just saying from my own experience. But don't try to even educate them or show them that you know about it. Just once in a while, very slyly, drop in little bombs that, oh yeah, I know about this person, or like I know, I know like who literally was winning this particular race, and da, 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 this team I support, and that. So become slyly nerdy, mysteriously nerdy, yet it's very important that you have a decision making when it comes to these things, and a sort of clarity in it. Like, you need to have a palette, basically, not just color palette, also a sensory palette. Become a woman with like a very unforgettable taste in that particular way. So, okay, know your top 3 perfumes, know your top 3 drinks, know your top 3 places to go to. Okay, yeah, just have a lot of clarity when it comes to these things. Yeah. Next, basically, for me, it meant that have a vision board for yourself. Like, have clear vision board for yourself. It shouldn't be what somebody else is drafting for you. It should be entirely what kind of things you or experiences you like to indulge into, and be very unapologetic about it. Yeah. Okay. Eighth point, it's very important. Please know how to use your face card. I tell this to women all freaking time. Stop being so modest. Stop being so um how do I put it? Just know really how to use your face card. There's a reason why God gave you this freaking beauty, or in general, this power. You're a woman, okay? Know how to use your voice, your eyes, your charisma, your personality. Okay, the way you talk to somebody can get you a really nice table in a restaurant. The way you talk to somebody can get you a business class flight. You never know. You can make people like literally carry bags for you. I do that freaking all the time. It's a thing that you need to practice, okay? And there's nothing morally wrong with it. Please be a smart woman. Use your elegance. Don't shrink. Like, if somebody says that, oh no, we can't give you this, don't just walk away. Don't find another staff member in the same space and just be like, hi, like, I would really appreciate it if you can, like, get this done for me. Know how to get this done, okay? Be a woman like who's resourceful and not just like I don't know. So yeah, maybe not. Like, no, 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 no. It's called presentation. It's not even manipulation. This is how you present yourself, and things just flow. They're done, before you even walk in. Your sound, your phone call should be enough. Your name should be enough. Because for initial few times it's just gonna be your voice or your presence. After that, just your name is gonna be enough. I promise you that. Yeah. Yeah, you don't underestimate yourself when it comes to these things. um, Number 9, okay. Wow, it's a long video. I'm so sorry, but not so sorry, because come on, it's a fucking important video. Do not ever die without experiencing at least one solo trip or a group trip, actually both, with women. Fuck the whole family situation, fuck whatever, da 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 da. Doesn't matter if you're married, unmarried, which family you're born into, doesn't matter. At least one solo trip a year and a group trip, you know? It's so important for your well-being. You have no freaking idea, because God designed us that way. I have these beautiful clients and sisters who literally wait throughout the year just so that when they can come down to India and attend one women's retreat that I facilitate, because that's their dose of oxytocin. That's their dose of just like intimacy, us hugging on each other, us sitting on each other. No concept of personal space, because personal space we can have once we're back home, right? Like, I'm sitting in my house right now, I have all the personal space. But tomorrow when I meet my sisters, I want to be literally like hugging and kissing and cuddling with everybody, and not crying about, oh, give me my personal space. No, I don't want personal space, I can have it anytime. So, it's about that whole intentional planning, intentional moving forward, that no, it's my priority. My time with my sisters, women in general, is my priority. I gotta go, I gotta take this trip. I gotta make the reservations, I wanna go. So please do not keep this, how do I say, on the back seat. This should be something that you should make like a ritual. It's a self-care ritual, honestly. It's also an educative ritual. Like, you have no idea how many things you get to learn about yourself just by being around people. I was just having this amazing conversation with this friend right now who asked me, like, Nimish, how do you trust strangers with so much of vulnerability? How do you get to be yourself in front of strangers so much? Like, because that's how I get to know people. You can't expect to know me by meeting me in isolation. In fact, I can't get to know you if I'm meeting you in isolation. You can be anybody in front of me for way too long. You can be too nice, you can be whoever. But when I see you in front of other people, and how I see you drawing boundaries, how I see you acting, how I see you talking, how I see you expressing yourself, that's when I get to truly know you. Or that's when you get to truly know me. So the more I'm myself, the more comfortable you'll be around me. It might take a while, but then eventually you will be yourself around me. So that's how we truly build relationships. We can't build them in isolation. You and I can, for how long we gonna sit and have a coffee and whatever, personal talk. It's fun and it's more real when we are surrounded by 3 4 people, because why the hell are we doing so much of community healing work when we can't even live with our community? We better be around our community and heal if we are truly making sense of whatever shit we are doing at the moment. So being real as fuck with the community is the only way to be honest. If you really want to utilize whatever self-help books or sessions that you're taking with whoever coach that you're doing, put yourself in environments and situations where there are 10 more people or 5 more people, so that you get to coexist, you get to communicate, you get to use your tools that you have been practicing in your personal life with your whatever therapist or coach. Without that, it's useless. Literally, yeah. So that brings me on to the last point and 10th point. is that, yeah, you got to learn how to show up for yourself. Resilience, bitch, resilience, self adequacy, self advocacy. Like, you gotta have three, four people always backing you up. You gotta also know how to show up for yourself, stand up for yourself, even though nobody is standing up for you. Um, Not to constantly mother men. Learn how to basically own your mistakes, and like not be this person who's being so harsh and going in guilt trip constantly. Learn how to schedule deadlines for yourself, that okay, next 10 minutes I'm going to just feel guilty about the fact that I am not there with my parents right now and they're getting old. I do that a lot, by the way, because I feel guilty about that a lot. And I know a lot of women who feel guilty about that. So it's giving an example, like, find your best tools of co-regulation, find your best moments of self-resilience, and um, literally know how to stand up for yourself without collapsing, and to walk away from whatever is hurting you, literally, and know how to say no with love, and also with a lot of ferociousness. Be feral. I always say be feral, because we as a community and this world doesn't need more good women. We need more feral women, ruthless, in fact, even super super ferocious. uh, I have so many words to add, but yes, feral kind of covers a lot of it. The more you dive deeper into this word and embody it, the more you'll realize how important it is for you to step into your power at this moment in this world. So, yep, that was a really long video. Fuck. Yeah, okay. Have a nice day.